I used to struggle with addiction every day. It destroyed my focus, my motivation, and even my relationships. I wasn't planning on making this video, but I got a comment saying, "Yo bro, I can't stop gooning. Help me." So I figured since it doesn't control me anymore, I should create the guide I wish I had. The last guide you'll ever need. The first step to breaking your addiction is understanding why your brain is so addicted to it. Your brain doesn't care about good or bad. It just wants the quickest dopamine hit it can get. But the cost isn't just focus. It's your creative spark. That spark needs boredom and curiosity. That's where new ideas are created and fills those spaces with noise. It exploits how numb we've become to dopamine. You see, gaming and scrolling are small hits that add up. But addiction is like a bullet to your brain and your creativity. Addiction isn't pleasure, it's escape. Addiction is just your brain's way of muting your real problems, loneliness, boredom, a lack of purpose. But that discomfort is where creativity lives. Actually fixing the problem is uncomfortable and not as easy as just picking up your phone. But knowing this alone won't change anything if you keep debating and rationalizing thoughts. Every second you debate it, the urge grows. The fight is easiest when you catch it at the start. The more you think about it, the more momentum you give it, the closer it is to consuming you again. And one more thing, stop building it up in your head. Stop making streaks or relapses into this huge event. The more you overthink it, the bigger it becomes. If you slip once in a while, it doesn't erase your progress. It only feels massive because you've made it massive. To really take control, you have to attack the source, your environment. Your phone is a gateway. Every scroll, click, and notification pokes tiny holes into your attention span. But it doesn't have to. You control what gets in. Curate it, like a gallery. Only keep things that reflect the person you want to become. Things that make it easy and inspire you to be that person. Because after you do this, you realize how many insecurities and urges too much passive consumption puts in your head. But this doesn't mean scroll positive, inspirational shit all day. Sometimes, life just needs to be boring. But do it on purpose. Sit in it. Let your mind wander. Just breathe. Because that's when you really start to see these habits just lose their grip. It's in the silence where your imagination can actually grow, where your ideas can unlock, and you start to remember who you really are. Intentionally disconnect. Like sometimes just walk without looking at your phone, without listening to music, like just exist. Creativity doesn't come from constant stimulation, but a mind that can sit with itself is a mind that can create. But silence alone won't kill your urges without replacement. Now that you've reclaimed your mind, you have to replace the void so porn addiction has no room to come back. Stay busy with meaning. Replace empty stimulation with real wins, real interactions, real progress, things that fuel you, add to your life. A way to do this consistently is just tying your day-to-day life to something bigger, like a purpose. It could be lifestyle, family, health, wealth, just something that means more than anything to you. This is where you can use your newly acquired ideas and creativity. When you start to match your actions with the type of person you are or want to be, your urges just shrink into background noise. But if you want these changes to last, you have to replace your mindset. Your mindset is what solidifies everything. But let's zoom in. It's easy for your brain to dehumanize people and even yourself in its path to relief or desire. But you have the ability to pause. Consciously look at this person. Imagine if it was someone you cared about. Would you be turned on? Or would you say, "Mom, stop, you're embarrassing me"? But more importantly, humanize yourself. You are not your enemy. The habit is. Relapsing doesn't make you weak. It's part of learning what works for you. But every time you shame yourself, you feed the cycle, so you're more likely to be consumed by it again. Pay attention to your triggers and when you're vulnerable. Think, it's not a coincidence when it happens. Is it when you're bored, hungry, tired, when you're emotional, when it's late at night? Don't rely on willpower. Keep your phone out of reach. Eat, rest. The more you prepare, the less frequent the relapses get. These habits and mindsets protect you from the real enemy. addiction. Remember to treat yourself like the sacred gift that you are. Protect your energy and your mind. This is your story, your life. Don't let external pleasures change that.